King Xerxes offers his respect, ma'am. All he asks is that Sparta kneels a simple bow and your people will be spared.
Don't call me ma'am.
My apologies, miss. Xerxes is generous. He only wants your loyalty. Surely even a delicate thing like yourself can understand that.
I said don't f***ing misgender me!
Ma'am, calm down. No need to get emotional.
It is sir!
Oh, this is just too good! Christopher Nolan, what are you doing? I can't get enough of this.
Yeah. Forget it. It's Mr. Dipshot. Должен покрыть его. Должен твои его. Он не договорит.
Just look how frail she looks and she wanna play Achilles, what? I cannot believe this casting. This is completely crazy. I hope it's just a rumor and she doesn't play in the movie at all. The memes are out of this world. This is crazy good.
Man to man, I shall be the victor.
Ellen Page, peak masculinity right there. Good one.
Come on. It's not budging. Why won't you open? Almost got it.
Just open.
Come on.
Who came up with this? This is too funny.
Why won't you budge? This is ridiculous. Just open, you stubborn thing. I can't.
KO.
This idea was also explored in a book called Black Athena. I think people should read it, which argues that classical Greek culture is heavily indebted to Afro-Asiatic and Near Eastern roots. I actually taught Greek mythology to 8th graders. And so I covered this.
Fun fact.
So people that are saying that Helen of Troy could not possibly be played by a Black woman don't know history.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything.
Once again, the view completely ridiculed itself.
All right, well, it's 2026 and casting for movies is more of a business decision than an art decision. And even though this strategy has been disproven like 10 years ago, it's still gonna take us like 20 years to figure it out.
What strategy?
Thank you for asking. The strategy that if you want to get gay and Asian and black and white people to watch your movie, you don't actually need to cast gay and Asian and black and white people so they feel represented. You just need to make a good movie.
All right, yeah, we still don't get that yet.
The audience has made it pretty f***ing clear by now that all they care about is good content. They don't don't really care about political correctness and representation in casting, especially if that political correctness or representation in casting comes at the expense of authenticity or quality of the movie. Exactly, but since we care more about the advertisers and the customers, f*** them. All right, let's get into it.
This guy's on point.
All right, do we have any women representation in the movie? Yes, Anne Hathaway. Beautiful, that probably makes up for any bad female casting we have. All right, moving on. Charlize Theron. Awesome, but seriously, you can stop. Mia Goth. Please stop. Zendaya. God damn it. Black representation. Yes, Lupita. I said black, not Mexican, but we could probably use some of that. She is black. Really? Lupita? What's her last name? I'm not even gonna try. Oh, okay, she's black. Oh, okay, excellent. Who's she gonna play? I was thinking the most beautiful woman of all time, but then I thought the most beautiful woman of all time probably doesn't have hair. It's too bad this Lupita chick has hair. You're gonna love what I have to tell you. Men. Boo. Boo, right. But
So Odyssey is ruined with this casting. What was Christopher Nolan thinking?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that why you were here?
The meme are not stopping and I love it.
Okay, Brad's armor isn't gonna work. Who thought this was a good idea?
She's too frail for that kind of armor, obviously.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough!
He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
And I am your daughter.
That's impossible. No!
Okay, that was good. I did not expect that one at all.
And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemy that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom?
These are just too funny, man. I want to see more.
Hey! Come on, darling! Hey, pal, do me a favor, I said. I said, woo! 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 Come on, baby! Woo! We don't want to... Come on, motherfucker, back! Come on! Fucker! Hey! Ow! Come on, darling!
It's pretty clear she had no chance at all.
Why is the maid here?
Why? Helen is gone, so tonight we celebrate! We don't fight wars for maids! Back in the water where you belong!
Don't get me wrong. You're attractive, but your Bumble scroll describes you as having long hair of gold, blue eyes and pale skin.
I get it, but this was Nolan's idea, so yeah.
Right.
Agilus! Prepare the boats, we're heading home.
Are you sure, sire? Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Nobody's wanna fight for that. That's not how it looked like at all.
New look, Lupita Nyong'o. I think that's how to say her name. I have no idea. On the discourse, it's a mythological story. I'm supportive of Chris's vision with it. The version I'm telling. Cass is representative of the world. I'm not spending my time thinking of a defense. The criticism will exist whether I engage with it or not. I think the reality is that, you know, even if it's a mythological story, you're going to expect that a story inside of a Greek European mythology is going to be a white cast. I mean, you could say that Greek people are more tan, etc. What do you think would happen if there were people from Wakanda, for example, in the new Black Panther, that are white? Like, people wouldn't think that makes sense at all.
This cast makes no sense at all.
Cut! I don't think Poseidon was riding a jet ski in the Odyssey.
This is modern mythology. think different.
I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think penguins exist near Troy, sir.
I want a Trojan penguin, not a horse. It's different and edgy.
Team Malakia is this? Cut!
You need to look lost. This is a modern-day labyrinth. This is IKEA. We need to connect with the people.
Did they have sponsorships in the Odyssey?
It does now. We gotta make money, Remalak.
Nolan is becoming a sellout now.
Christopher Nolan's fallen off. Right? I mean, did you see his new trailer, Odyssey? Totally historically inaccurate. Exactly. I mean, the armor is just so wrong. Why is she black? And also, like, not hot. What?
This guy nailed it.
Who the f*** are you?
Achilles.
That's not what Achilles should look like at all.
Now you know who you are fighting.
A woman?
I thought Achilles was a man.
I'm not a woman. I mean anymore. But now I am a man. You want to fight or not?
All right, let's fight!
Just like I thought you were white.
These memes are absolutely out of control.
I just got yanked from the battlefield by some foul sorceress into this cavern full of lights, and now I find myself surrounded by strangers. They do not dress like warriors, yet they speak of Odyssey. Finally, a bard who dares to capture my— What the hell is happening? Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. Is this burnt-looking hag? You're saying I fought 10 years for that? If the Greeks came to Troy and saw they'd turn the boats right around— That's supposed to be me? The greatest warrior who ever lived? Nolan, you motherfucker! I'm standing right here! Golden boy of the Myrmidons reduced to this soft-looking bitch boy who's never tasted blood! Agamemnon? Why does he look like Batman had sex with Magneto on top of an anvil? That's not a king, it's a boss fight! What in Olympus's name is this? Why is everything the color of wet stone and ash? Look at that garbage. This isn't my armor. We had style. Gleaming bronze, brighter than fire. This makes the Trojan War look like the Depression. Holy Zeus, what are those? Giants? They look like they're wearing more metal than I did through the entire war. In my day, giants were hides, not this walking forge. What do you think you're doing, Bard? You make billion-dollar blockbusters, but you can't give Achilles or Helen proper actors? We invented theater, not this gray English misery. Say it to the people. Say, I'm sorry I turned the Odyssey into the absurdity. I'm sorry I made the Trojan War look like a— Well, guys, time's pulling me back. Tell Hollywood, if you're gonna do the classics, do them right. And for the love of all the gods, cast someone who doesn't look like they're about to tell you their pronouns. And give us a real Helen, not a 40-year-old welfare recipient. This is Achilles, son of Peleus.
I like this Achilles much better. He's telling the truth, Nolan. What are you doing?
Am I a joke to you?
No, my lord! No, my lord!
I'm Greece's strongest man!
Get how menacing we are. We are lions.
She's not even a man now, come on.
Okay. The first rule about being Achilles is you don't need to say you are Achilles.
I am Achilles!
Completely destroyed right there. What is this guy's thing choice? Nolan should be ashamed.
Is this some kind of a joke?
Hello.
What brings you before us?
I'm here for the Achilles audition.
You carry the fate of us all, little hobbit. Start with the spear throwing test.
Winter is definitely coming.
Helicopter, ah, yeah, yeah!
Next!
How can you win Oscars with a casting like this? Not gonna happen, sorry.
Apparently, conservatives are freaking out over Christopher Nolan's casting choices. Any Greek citizen out there that has an issue with this film, if it's true that they really are criticizing Helen of Troy, the people of Greece need to grow up, have some hair, and start acting like men.
By Zeus's thunderclapping balls! Who is this chattering harpy who thinks they can lecture me on manhood?
What the hell is this? You can't just barge in here.
Who are these weaklings?
Excuse me? I will not be disrespected on my show by some toxic frat boys in Halloween armor.
Silence, crone, before I carve out your legacy like no diversity hire ever could. Listen well, you soft, flickering shades of men.
This withered witch dares tell my people to grow hair on their chest, while your Hollywood priests paint our history into rainbow-colored dust. They desecrate Helen and then call us the fragile ones for objecting. They castrate their sons, celebrate weakness, and then demand the heroes of old bow to their religion of ugliness and lies. I am Achilles, and I would rather die 1,000 deaths than live a single day as one of you sniveling tongue waggers.
So take your message.
And eat shit!
Oh
my god!
My lord, should we sack the city as well?
Not yet. Let them witness what true men are like.
See, I mean, I've gotten so good. Whoever made this is genius.
Face could launch 1,000 ships.
Did that Troy burn for this woman?
What the fuck, Paris?
You're the best man I know.
Bro, get your eyes checked. I'm serious.
You're not worth it, Halen! I don't deserve this!
Oh, that's not how Helen should look like at all.
It's a new you.
They downgraded. Fight me.
The hell?
The gods have spoken! The new Achilles is the chosen one!
Another one, the Terminator, but it's Elliot Page instead of Arnold. Look at, oh God. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, they even put the scars.
Jeez,
oh my
wow.
God.
Give me your boots, your clothes, your motorcycle, and a box of Xanax. Transphobic jerk!
These Ellen Page memes are absolutely savage, and for good reason. obviously had no chance at all.
Feel the fire rise.
That's all what you deserve for a casting like this. Worst casting ever.
Hey ladies, can I buy you a drink?
Aw, you're adorable. How old are you, sweetie?
I'm not cute, I'm a man.
Sure you are, honey.
I'm serious!
What about this one?
Bottom one.
So Odyssey memes are not stopping, and I love it.
Where is Helen? Bring her to me! Achilles! I'm here! Shit.
What took y'all so damn long? Do you understand how long I've been waiting in this city? Don't you know I'm the most beautiful damn woman in the whole damn world? 10 years of war, and not one of y'all thought to check inside.
The most beautiful woman, he says.
Why aren't you beating me? I am a white man.
No, you are a woman.
True that.
And that's what we need. Without him, these things could run wild. We got Stark up top.
It's about time.
Achilles!
Finally, someone with a sword.
I hope Hulk hears this. I need you to tank something.
I got you, bro.
There's a star.
You're the man.
Look what AI can do now, it's crazy good.
Your brother. Remember?
Come, daughter. I told you the palm tree would win.
Why are people hating Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey? Because fans believe Nolan is sacrificing accuracy for modern Hollywood politics. Take Achilles, for example. He is the greatest warrior in all of Greek mythology, a man so feared that entire armies would retreat when he entered the battlefield. A character known for his strength, intimidation, and larger-than-life presence. When most people think of Achilles, they picture a physically imposing warrior built for war. That's why so many people loved Brad Pitt's version in Troy. So when Christopher Nolan cast Elliot Page in the role, a lot of fans were left scratching their heads. I mean, come on, from which angle this guy looks masculine, strong, the greatest warrior? Then there's Helen of Troy, the woman whose beauty literally started a war. Yet Nolan cast Lupita Nyong'o for the role, and once again, I just don't see the resemblance to the character described in the original myths. And that's where a lot of the backlash is coming from. People wanted an adaptation that stayed close to Greek mythology. Instead, many feel Nolan is changing iconic characters to fit modern Hollywood trends.
They wanted a modern adaptation and now they're gonna get empty seats everywhere. Just what Hollywood deserves.
Let me go! Let me go!
You stand accused of impersonating Helen.
When say the real Helen, you hear me, real one! Let me go, I say! I can launch 1,000 Somalian pirate ships! Wait, wait!
These memes are just too funny, man.
I own you. Been ducking me for years. You got no chance. You know that?
You know that? Come on, Hawk, back in here now.
Dad, don't let him psych you, Dad. Remember what you told me. You can do it. I know you can, Dad.
Get in here. Come on. Grab the shoulder.
Got no power, Hawks. You got no power.
Rubber down.
Back off, or I'm gonna give you a world of hurt, little man.
This would make the better movie, obviously.
What in the fuck? Achilles? Hell no.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, man. Well, man, this is genius.
Tonight, Homer returns to us.
Will he sing of Achilles or the fall of Troy?
Move over, and it's my fire now.
Yo,
Who got the lyre? I'm finna cook this whole battlefield.
who is this? He is not Homer.
Homer? Broke blind dude with a flute? New era, homie. I'm the bard now.
Oh my gosh, this gotta be the worst casting in history. This is absolutely hilarious.
Okay, so enter Helena Troy. She started two wars, the first one being between the Greeks and the Romans, and the second one being between Christopher Nolan and the internet, where in the new movie Odyssey, which is coming out, which cost $250 million, it was announced a black actress will be playing Helena Troy, which caused a lot of hate, and I'm just wondering, is it justified?
It is, obviously.
For Christopher Nolan's new movie Odyssey, it looks like he's trying to go for the 30% minority cast, and he's making a big change versus the historical story of the Odyssey by casting Lupita Nyong'o to be the actress playing Helena Troy, and even though she's a really talented actress, that character is simply not black. And also, when it comes to doing the Odyssey in the first place, it's very clear they're making changes versus the original story. Where in the original story, Helena Troy is barely in the Odyssey because she's mainly in the Iliad, but here she's very heavily shown in the trailer, implying she'll have a bigger part. And also at the same time, Lupita will be playing Helena Troy's sister, which is not an identical twin in the story, but here she clearly is.
Woke Hollywood ruins everything. Stop this, please.
The people said Lupita wasn't the right Helen, so Universal went back and found someone you don't talk back to.
Do I look like a motherfucking Greek to you?
Helen, come away with me to Troy. Aphrodite herself has promised you to me.
Say promised again. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say promise one more goddamn time!
I have a boat.
Well, why the fuck didn't you lead with that? It's hot as hell in Sparta!
In Troy, do you know what they call you? The most beautiful woman in the world.
You got about 3 seconds to get your hand off my shoulder before I introduce it to the bottom of the Aegean Sea.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
2!
The Trojans took my wife! Gather every king in Greece! Launch every ship we have!
10 years. 50,000 dead for you? I came to see what 1,000 ships die for.
Oh, you came to look. Get in line.
What is Nolan doing? I don't get it. A Greek mythology movie without any Greek people in it.
I know why you're here.
You called me here.
Now, I want to see if you really are the one.
To test your abilities, I brought in a formidable fighter.
Oh, that's not Chuck Norris?
Charlie, Chuck Norris is gone.
Oh. Rest in peace, big guy.
Well, we'll make do.
What did he say?
He says he's as strong as a Spartan. Oh, wait. As strong as someone who's flown Spirit Airlines.
Wow, that's even stronger than a Spartan.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Okay. Plan B.
I remember this movie scene. Absolutely iconic.
This movie should feel cinematic, larger than life, and instead it already feels weirdly modernized, emotionally flat. We have the expected DEI, race swaps.
This is the stupidest, most asinine shit I've ever seen. And I was born in Greece. But if we're gonna rewrite history into this debacle, then certainly this should be allowed.
Elliot Page looks like maybe playing Achilles, because we all know the trans character from the Odyssey. Right. A huge part of the problem is Hollywood's obsession with filtering every classic story through current ideological trends and contemporary culture instead of, what? Respecting the source material. They can't do it. Probably because they have to go through the DEI checklist so that it's eligible for the Oscars. Most likely what Nolan is doing. But let's talk about the controversy here.
Oh, now that makes sense. They want an Oscar, so they want to go for the diversity hires.
If I was to ask you who the sexiest man alive was, or what you come up with in your head when you imagine the Greek warriors of time, the men descended from God, the perfect form of masculinity, or if I was to ask you what you would envision when you were to think of Helen of Troy, the most beautiful female of all time, the woman that all men fought for just to have, I'm willing to bet that this is not what comes to mind, my friends. This man who used to be a woman is not it. And yes, it is not a joke. In Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, allegedly, this guy, Elliot Page, or frequently or previously known as Ellen Page, you know, the girl from Juno, remember this film? Where she was the pregnant teenager, or from The Umbrella Academy, or from any of these films. This pregnant female, she is now the person who they are claiming should act as Achilles.
This makes no sense to me. Hollywood is going woke once again. This is gonna fail, obviously.
Well, guys, you know what they say in Hollywood. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a race swapper.
A race swapper.
Man, I'm looking and the rest of the year is packed with interesting movies.
Oh yeah, Dune 3 is this year, right?
Yeah, Nolan's been cooking with the Odyssey trailer. What?
Nolan? I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but he's on fraud watch.
Fraud watch?
Yeah.
He almost broke $1 billion and won Best Picture with a 3-hour biopic about a scientist.
Sure, but it's clear he's not fit to adapt the Odyssey.
Why?
Bro clearly hasn't read the classic novel. Like, don't disrespect the source material.
The Odyssey's not a novel.
Dude, do you think Nolan wrote it himself? It's absolutely based on the best-selling novel by Homer.
No, I mean...
Nothing looks like classic Greece. In the trailers, the armor looks like Batman shit. Like, it looks goofy. So, like, show some respect.
I agree, this doesn't look like the Odyssey at all.
Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The wokeification of Hollywood is ruining movies. Christopher Nolan has cast Elliot Page as Achilles in the Odyssey. I mean, what's next? Timothy Chalamet as the Black Panther? I mean, like, come on, dude. What are we doing here?
What are we doing? Once again, wokeness ruins the movie.
All right, guys, we have to talk about the Odyssey. It seems like everything that comes out about this movie makes the movie worse and worse and worse. If it's not the casting, if it's not the dialogue, they were talking about the costumes. I think the costumes look fine, but the dialogue and the casting, that's where I have to draw the line, you guys. This Odyssey movie is making a lot of people upset, and it's really not hard to see why. I mean, just listen to some of this dialogue. It's absolutely cringe.
They're pining for daddy, daddy, daddy. My dad is coming home. My dad.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
I don't know why we're using words like daddy and dad. It doesn't make sense, you guys.
It doesn't make sense at all. This gotta be the biggest failure since Woke Snow White.
Christopher Nolan's Odyssey is a trash fire. Everybody sees now that this is a full-on DEI propaganda film that's dressed up just to try to win an Oscar real quick with their little checkbox requirements, and it does not match what should be coming out of a Homer epic poem whatsoever. We've covered it at length here, but the media is already starting their playbook a couple months in advance. This is what they do every single time that the fans react, that the viewership says this is not going to be something we want. They try to shame us into liking it like we're doing something wrong rather than them doing something wrong by actually trying to change a classic.
Well said, my guy. Do not trust mainstream media at all.
They're pining for daddy. They're pining for daddy. My dad is coming home. My dad is coming home.
What kind of dialogue is that?
Christopher Nolan's getting some backlash. Probably the first time in his career that people are saying, you're shit.
I was a fan of Christopher Nolan, but I don't know anymore.
Elliot Page is a woman. Am I right, America?
Up first, he's looking graceful as he gets ready to launch into a triple backflip. Here he goes.
Man, these men are just too funny. I cannot get enough. The backlash is just getting started.
That is one stupid helmet. Can you even see with that thing?
Achilles!
Do we have one of those?
We do. He is the ghost of Christmas past. Achilles.
I wonder why they are laughing.
I'm pretty sure it's because of that helmet.
Helicopter, ah, yeah, yeah! Bon boom!
Nolan, why? Why? Someone explain this casting choice to me.
The test is simple. Strike the statue and press the gods. And be worthy. Right. And prove yourself a lion. That was clean. And disturbingly familiar. That was a false statue. You just killed an innocent boy again. Are you angry, Hector? By the beards of the Astari. That's a he-man. And that's a she-man.
Hello.
Whoever made these memes are absolutely genius.
I did not sail 1,000 ships to get blocked by a wall. One does not simply walk into Troy. Then try riding a camel. That's one enormous camel.
Actually, my lords, it's a horse.
What's with this sassy lost child?
I am not a child, nor is this a camel.
Are you suggesting I cannot identify a camel? I'll have you know I once read a scroll called The Camel and the Ass.
My lord, calling it a camel does not make it one.
My son Paris has declared it a wooden camel. That settles the matter.
It's still a horse.
The audacity.
Lesson well deserved.
Someone said she looked like Warwick Davis. If you don't know who that is, have you ever heard of Willow? She kind of looks a little stiff, and like her suit is oversized, but it looks goofy when you have this giant man standing next to you. You should have got someone shorter to make yourself look taller. I mean, that would be the best way to go. But either he's a giant or she's a midget. Sorry, a little person. It's not good. She's just walking around like this. Oh, where do I go next, everybody? Where do I go?
Oh, both.
My big suit. Oh, so here's a photo of the cast. And as you can see, everyone is a giant in comparison to Elliot Page, who is the smallest person with the brownest suit. You know, it's like a leisure suit. That's what it kind of reminds me of, like Leisure Suit Larry. Y'all ever heard of that one? Here's one meme. People were saying that Elliot Page looked like a ventriloquist's puppet in comparison to the giant dude who was standing next to her. This is a prime example of what she looked.
Nothing wrong with being small, but you shouldn't play the greatest warrior in the world.
These are really good. Some of these videos that this guy makes is so funny.
They really are funny. Absolutely hilarious.
He fainted on his own. Get him out of my sight.
Okay. Now I get it.
51,000 versus 265,000 dislikes. Oh. Everybody hates this video. Oh my god.
The backlash is getting worse and worse.
The greatest warrior to ever exist.
My God, you are beautiful. Stop it, you are making me blush.
I'm going to end your career once and for all.
You can't make this shit up.
Good luck, kid. You're gonna need it. Chill, bro. I didn't mean any disrespect.
Good luck, Nolan. You're gonna need it for your career next.
At last, the beauty promised by the gods.
Surprise, bitch!
Isn't she beyond compare?
Who is this? Where is Helen?
I am Helen, motherfucker. Can't you tell how beautiful I am?
Ah, yes, Helen. Of course, you are exactly as described.
Say Helen one more time, motherfucker. Say Helen one more time.
Yes, Helen. Of course.
What country you from?
What?
What country is that? Do they speak Greek and what?
You started a war for this. Commit!
I wouldn't want to start a war for this at all.
Achilles!
Achilles is not with the army.
Where is she?
I sent a boy to look for him.
Are you ready?
I've waited my entire life for this.
Are you nervous?
Absolutely not.
Me neither.
One eternity later.
Ow.
With an Achilles like this, you have no chance to win.
This is good. But what is best in life? The open steppe, fleet horse, falcons at your wrist, and the wind in your hair. Wrong! Conan, what is best in life?
Political correctness. Respect everyone's pronouns. And never misgender anyone.
That is good.
Absolutely ridiculous. What kind of rule to live by is that?
So, this all seems horrible.
Thank God you're here.
Thanks.
We could really use you right now.
Stark, we got her. Get her? Just like you said. Tell her to be a man. I'm bringing the party to you.
Yay!
Do they still think I'm a woman?
I'll show them who's boss.
Dr. Banner, now might be a good time to be a man.
That's my secret, Captain. I've always been.
You are not a man if you weren't born a man. Simple as that.
Christopher Nolan just took a flamethrower to the greatest story ever told. On July 17th, 2026, Nolan's The Odyssey is supposed to drop, right? It has Matt Damon as Odysseus. That's fine. But Elliot Page is casted as Achilles. You're talking the ultimate Greek warrior, the man-slaying godlike killing machine from the Iliad, played as Elliot Page. A woman with a mental disorder that transitioned to a man. Bro, Achilles was the definition of raw masculinity, dragging Hector's body around Troy like it was nothing. This ain't inclusive casting, this is cultural vandalism. Then you have Lupita Nyong'o, casted as Helen of Troy, which, by the way, the most repeated physical epithet of Helen of Troy was white-armed Helen, used multiple times. Example would be Iliad 3.121. You also have Zendaya, casted to play the character of Athena, the Greek goddess. Even though all the ancient artwork, like Greek vase paintings and frescoes, follow a strict gender convention, women, including Helen, goddesses, and queens, are painted with pale white or light skin. You will notice Lupita and Zendaya are neither of those.
This casting makes no sense to me. Nolan just ruined the movie. It's gonna flop, obviously.
Lupita is upset about the misrepresentation of African culture, but has no problem blatantly doing it to Greek culture. This woman is an absolute fucking hypocrite. Has no business in the Odyssey. Okay, let me see this.
What Black Panther shows us is that there is a whole host of people who get the misrepresentation that Africa has had and who
Wakanda's not real. Like, we know this, right?
Respect the continent, want to reinvestigate the continent, and re-represent the continent.
Honestly, I'm not surprised at all. They just care about themselves, not what the fan would think.
Now, a film that I don't think will be winning any Oscars is The Odyssey. This is by director Christopher Nolan. This has also gotten a lot of attention over the weekend because Elon Musk has called the director out. So let me read you what is going on. So Christopher Nolan is facing major online backlash because of his casting decisions. Christopher Nolan, for some reason, wants to cast Elliot Page as Achilles' ghost. Now, Brad Pitt was in the original, apparently. I never saw the original. How are you going to go from Brad Pitt to Elliot Page, a transgender, scrawny little actor? Okay, and that's not me being divisive. It's not me being a jerk. It's just a fact. Like, I don't think I would be playing Achilles or anything like that. Like, how are you going to have Elliot Page? Okay. Now, they're going to have Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy because he wants to do a race swap situation. Zendaya as Athena, and Travis Scott, a rapper, is also going to be in the film. If the shoe were on the other foot, let me just be honest here. Okay, if we were doing a remake of The Color Purple and we put a bunch of white women in the film, there would be riots in the street. Okay, people would be out there with pitchforks. They'd be burning down businesses because it would be called racist. But this is what Hollywood is doing because they have so few ideas. They're taking all of these historical films, they're doing a bunch of remakes, and now they're shoving all of their DEI and diversity crap into those films.
Hollywood is destroying everything. DEI has to stop now. I thought we were over this, but apparently not. Time to boycott another movie.
In Africa and cast a white woman as the most beautiful woman in Africa, those same people would literally riot in the streets. If, say, Sydney Sweeney was cast in the role, they would be driven to murderous violence. We all know this is the case. And he's not saying anything that is inaccurate. Like, that is a fact, especially when it comes to Sydney Sweeney, who they long have called a Nazi now. And then Elon Musk responded to Matt's tweet and said, absolutely true, such hypocrisy in Hollywood. And like from there, Elon just let it rip. Post after post talking about this, saying Nolan was just trying to get an Oscar, so he was, filling his diversity quota, all of these things, talking about how idiotic this casting choice was. So there were so many posts like this, but my personal favorite actually was Alex Jones jumping into the fight. So he posted this. He said, Why is Elon Musk upset that Hollywood cast Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy in Christopher Nolan's upcoming Odyssey? What's wrong with purposefully erasing any evidence that white Western culture ever existed? This is what Helen of Troy actually looked like versus the new woke improvement.
Once again, Alex Jones is right on point.
Or every news outlet is reporting on these awful right-wing people that are criticizing Christopher Nolan, that are being so racist, these white supremacists, they just need to calm down. For example, people online were saying things like, people mad about a fictional character again. Race is a social construct created in 17th century, didn't exist in ancient Greece. Okay, yeah, race didn't exist. Brilliant, brilliant thought, sir. There were plenty of black Greeks, and calling Lupita Nyong'o non-conventionally attractive shows at best your egocentrism, at worst, racism. Or maybe it's just personal preference. Another person said, the fact that those who don't want Lupita to play Helen are opposed to it because of her race and not because she isn't beautiful enough tells it all. Everyone knows the daughter of Nyong'o is gorgeous. They are just racist. Yeah, so hence why Variety put out that article that we read at the top of the episode. You know, they're doing it again. The white supremacists and the right-wing trolls are doing it again. They're complaining about race like they complained about Snow White, and obviously Snow White was a smashing success, so hell in the chat for all the racists. Like, it's such a cope, because again, we know how Snow White turned out. We know that it was such a colossal failure that they put a pin in their upcoming adaptation of Rapunzel, because God knows what they were going to do with that. It actually, I believe, caused them to completely get rid of their live-action adaptation section altogether.
Compared to this horrible cast, Snow White looked like the better movies. That's so crazy.
You might say casting a 5'1", 105-pound girl pretending to be a boy as one of the mightiest warriors in Greek lore is going to be this film's Achilles heel. Wait. Achilles is 5'1"? Dude, this has to stop. This has to stop. Like, this is crazy. 5'1"? What are we doing? Like, this is insane. The biggest downgrade I've seen in my life. Yes, I just will not accept this. There is no chance this happened. We all died from COVID and we are in hell. So, Helen of Troy and Achilles. I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't know what Nolan was thinking with this. Hollywood never learned their lesson, did they?
The woke mind virus destroys even the most beautiful of minds, and Christopher Nolan does have a great mind or eye for cinema. He's been able to consistently deliver absolute bangers of psychotic thrillers and deep think pieces that rate in the high 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, these are numbers that you never see for any other director. Oppenheimer, Memento, The Dark Knight, of course, Insomnia, Dunkirk. Favorite of mine, Inception. It's a fantastic movie. Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins. Okay, so why ruin it all? Why throw it all away? Why destroy this track record? He's obviously had some misses here and there, but nothing like what's about to happen with the Odyssey. Like what's happened with the Odyssey now is that Christopher Nolan, for the first time in his career, has gone overtly political and decided to do castings based on wholly and totally on identity, and in the wrong movie to do that. It's not like Christopher Nolan hasn't cast black people before, right? Morgan Freeman was running Wayne Enterprises. That's not the point here. The point is that you're telling a story that everyone knows, the Odyssey. That's the most famous hero's arc and hero's journey of all time. And it's told by the Greeks, for the Greeks, about Greeks. And this ain't Greek. I mean, listen.
He got it all wrong. This is modern Greek, obviously. Absolute nonsense. What is this?
The face that launched 1,000 ships the other way. The face that launched 1,000 leering centers. The face that launched 1,000 reaction videos. The face that launched 1,000 ticket refunds. The face that emptied 1,000 theaters. Helen of Detroit, Helen of the Hood, Helen of Detroit, Helen of Wakanda, Helen of Congo, and Achilles in heels.
The face that launched 1,000 ships.
Wow, these comments are absolutely savage.
It's official. Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helen of Troy in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Nolan confirmed that Lupita will portray the mythical Greek figure in his upcoming adaptation of Homer's epic poem. Helen of Troy is known in Greek mythology as the most beautiful woman in the world and the face that launched 1,000 ships. Helen of Troy is repeatedly described in ancient Greek texts as white-armed Helen with fair skin and golden or light hair. Nolan had promised to stay faithful to the source material, except for the parts describing the characters. Critics say that casting like this breaks the immersion, but remember, it's a Christopher Nolan movie. By hour 2, you won't know what's going on anyway.
Honestly, it's not wrong. It's impossible to stay for more than 2 hours watching this. 1 minute is plenty enough.
Book called Black Athena. I think people should read it, which argues that classical Greek culture is heavily indebted to Afro-Asiatic and Near Eastern roots.
Cool, but this is not an adaptation of Black Athena. This is an adaptation of the Odyssey. So they can just go read that, actually. Hollywood is lazy. Create something original. Every single character can be trans. You can have every single character be disabled. They can go into battle in wheelchairs. In fact, don't make them go to battle. Make them go to a pride parade. Create an original story. Leave the Odyssey alone.
That Andromeda is described as an Ethiopian princess.
Are we talking about Andromeda right now? Or are we talking about Helen of Troy, who was described with traits like white-armed, fair-haired? Is that giving African? I don't know. Like, if Homer wanted her to be African, I think he would have mentioned it. There are always bigger issues in the world. That does not mean people stop discussing culture. In fact, because there are bigger issues in the world, lots of people want to go to the movies and use that as like an escape, right, from their everyday problems. They want something that's accurate, again, respecting the source material, not changing everything.
Exactly. It's an absolute insult to Greek mythology, if you ask me.
This has been one of the most divisive film topics in recent memory, and the movie isn't even out yet, and it's only going to get worse. Now, up front, I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. I have been for a long time. He's made some of my favorite movies of all time, and I always look forward to his cinematic releases, and The Odyssey was no different. When it was announced, obviously, Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey, this could be amazing. I was a little concerned as to how is he going to deal with the fantastical elements, because Nolan likes to keep things grounded. I wish that was my issues. I wish that was the only issues that we had with this movie. Please take me back to when that was my primary issue with this movie. But unfortunately, there are many, many problems with this movie.
This movie has so many problems, it's crazy.
Talking about Helen of Troy being the most beautiful and the woman of the world, can you flip up woman picture again?
No,
That's good.
No. That one is perfect. The white bitch. Put up the white bitch.
Blonde. The blonde lady.
Whoopi Goldberg next to you being like, the white one, the blonde one. Meanwhile, you're white and blonde. You're white and blonde. And there's so much like hatred here. For what?
Beauty is subjective. I'd like you to prove to me
that's the finest there ever
that
was.
she can even hold a candle to Lupita Nyong'o.
Well, I can't prove it to you because you just said beauty is subjective. We were kind of twinning. Let me make the face.
Well, she looks like Elvis.
She's not bad looking, she's just mad.
No,
She's not bad looking.
You guys claim to be girls, right? Feminists. What about the little girls watching this, seeing this depiction of Helen of Troy, and that might look like them? And you're over here calling her ugly. Apparently, uplifting one woman requires degrading another.
Who watches The View anymore? I don't know.
Who knew ancient Greece looked so much like Los Angeles? Helen of Troy, the woman that stole 1,000 ships. I love the Viking longship in Bronze Age Greece. I'm glad 300 was made before 2020 ships. No face that ignored 1,000 smoke alarm chirps. Hollywood needs to learn to respect source materials. Helen looking like she runs a Minnesota daycare. This is gonna be Nolan's Achilles heel. Nolan lived long enough to become the villain. The Audacity by Homer Simpson. This is Netflix Cleopatra all over again.
The comments are the best part of the movie, honestly.
He's gonna put the odd in the Odyssey. I'm talking about Christopher Nolan. Holy smoke, everybody's losing their mind about all these rumors going around about Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. And guess what? I'm one of them. I'm not happy. I've been on my own Odyssey when it comes to this movie. I went to like super excited that Christopher Nolan was doing this to like, ooh, I gotta see that in IMAX, to then seeing some stuff about it. You're like, ooh, maybe I'll wait till it comes out on Netflix. And now I'm like, I'm out. I'm out. Here's what the deal breaker was for me. I guess Christopher Nolan, this is the rumor, that Christopher Nolan is basing his script on this 2017 translation of the Odyssey by this Emily Wilson, who decided to look at the Odyssey through a feminist lens. I'm out. I'm done. Like, you can do a lot of crazy casting, but like this is the Odyssey. This is about a dude trying to get home. It's about Matt Damon trying to get home, and that's his wheelhouse.
Same. I'm out completely. Never watching this movie.
So a film about African queens is being produced right now in Hollywood, and they have chosen for the queen leader the wonderful, the beautiful, the blonde, the white, Blake Lively. And the world is in an absolute uproar because how dare they do this? How dare they steal the history, the culture, the inaccuracy of such a thing? And of course, what I'm saying right now is not true because there is no universe in which for an African queen, they would choose a white Hollywood actress. However, when it comes to them choosing a black actress for a historically white woman, Helena of Troy, the internet is just kind of chilling with this. And guys, I don't have an issue with them choosing a black person because I am racist. I have an issue with it because it is wildly historically inaccurate. And if this was flipped the other way around, we all know that they would scream in the streets about how depraved our society has become.
Once again, this diversity nonsense is going way too far, ruin everything.
All right, you guys, the fans are voicing their opinion about this Odyssey movie. And check this out. I said this maybe last week, maybe like 10 or 11 days ago when I made like my Who's Worst video, Black Snape or Black Helen of Troy. In that video, I showed you guys the like ratio to the most recent Odyssey trailer. It had 308,000 likes to only 42,000 dislikes, right? But check out that same trailer now, but only 10 days later. The trailer has 323,000 likes to 188,000 dislikes. That's like a 15,000 like increase compared to a 140,000 dislike increase. That is absolutely insane, you guys. People are upset with this movie, and we all know why. The dialogue seems like it's about to be terrible.
They're pining for a daddy, daddy, daddy. You didn't even know.
My dad is coming home. My dad.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
The costumes look anachronistic, but most importantly, the casting has everyone all hot and bothered. And the worst part is that this trailer really doesn't even showcase like the casting that everyone is so upset about. Like, I promise you, Christopher Nolan, scratch. I beg you, Christopher Nolan, release a trailer that showcases freaking Zendaya as Athena, Travis Scott in this movie, Elliot Page as Achilles, or whoever Elliot Page is playing, and Lupita as Helen of Troy. That trailer may have more dislikes than likes, especially at this point in the climate online. Please release that trailer, Christopher Nolan. It would give my channel so much to talk about, but I think he's not doing that strategically, but maybe he will. There's still some time between now and when the movie comes out.
That's the best thing about the movie, giving us free content to laugh at.
Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is getting flamed pretty badly right now by people online after the latest trailer. People are saying Nolan as a director probably has lost his mind, is on crystal meth maybe. Between the weird casting choices, weird dialogue, weird accents. It's almost like this isn't a Greek mythology story at all. There's not a single Greek person in the cast. Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy. Zendaya as Athena. Travis Scott as a Greek poet. Tom Holland plays Telemungus or whatever the hell his son is. I'll just say this, man. None of these actors, none of them, white, black, I don't care. None of them would be my first choice. And when I see this level caliber of actors in one film, I see a red flag. Because a lot of times, those films don't turn out to be as impressive as you might think. Dialogue. Daddy, my dad's coming home. Look at you pining for daddy. You didn't even know.
Wow, this guy is not holding back at all. Nolan's career is over after this, obviously.
Christopher Nolan, could we make this spear a little lighter? My arms are getting tired.
I think you should sit this one out, little one. Respectfully, of course. Y'all are a bunch of haters. I'm a man now.
These Odyssey memes are not stopping, and I love it.
Give me your boots, your clothes, your motorcycle, and a box of Xanax.
Transphobic jerk!
Elliot Page, or should I say Ellen Page, is here to teach us men how to be more masculine.
Get the fuck out.
No, I'm not joking.
Okay, she's taking this way too far.
Ellen Page, big masculinity right there.
Inhale deep.
He's way too light to play Achilles. What are you doing, Nolan?
On my signal, unleash hell! Oh, jeez! How dare you! Are you not disappointed?
I can't believe they misgendered me.
Why would you hire a snowflake to play the greatest warrior of all times? It makes no sense to me.
This is the end.
You fool. No man can kill me. Die. Are you a man?
I am.
Say.
No.
Oh, come on! Bloody say it!
I can't believe this. Hey, look above you.
The mean, I've gotten so good. Look what I can do. It's crazy good.
Day one of being trapped in this accursed hellscape. If the gods loathe me so much, I will see what offerings it holds. Look at them. All day they grovel on the ground like dogs, asses pointed to the heavens. What demon chariots are these? They roar like beasts who obey no master! The attack without honor! A strange metal beast of impossible size. And yet, it permits common peasants to climb into its belly. Curious. The beast has swallowed many travelers, yet none appear alarmed.
Is that thing real?
As real as the men I sent howling into Hades with it.
Cool.
The souls of the dead. They are rising to claim their revenge. You shall not take me! I'm told this is where they honor their greatest legends. Pathetic. Just look at this one. He must have been a feeble warrior to earn such a Minnesamial monument. Kickles! Cousin! Ajax? There he is! By the gods, he's alive! We thought you were dead. Worse, I'm in Los Angeles.
Peace march tomorrow?
I bring peace only after I have trampled my enemies into the ground. What happened to you, boy? Are you ill?
I'm non-binary.
A eunuch? Bring us to your master, slave. We have questions.
I'm not a slave. I'm a woman. I have rights.
What in Hades is this? Is that supposed to be you? I pray it is not. I can see the resemblance. You value your life very little. We have to see it. How many men can make a claim to your name?
How many tickets?
3. For the filth you call Achilles.
Wow, the mental illnesses runs deep in Hollywood.
Just here for the comments. The only thing stunning and brave about this was the decision to leave the comments section open. Thank you. 79K dislikes. Absolute cinema. As the Greeks once said, for real, for real. I was never so excited to not watch a movie. Everything about it is disgusting to me. Checking my calendar right now to make sure I don't have time to see this movie.
Another must-miss movie this summer. Wonderful. I wouldn't even pirate this. Maybe Nolan was thinking the other Homer Simpson. My daddy's coming. Homer Simpson, my daddy's coming home. Just how Homer himself wrote it 2,600 years ago. Oh, my daddy won't be happy when he comes home. And then Achilles said, Daddy, let's get this party started.
Man, who's gonna watch this movie after all of this backlash? Not me. Absolutely ridiculous. How can you go from this to that? Makes no sense at all.
Dude, and Elliot Page is going to be the new Achilles in Christopher Nolan's movie, The Greatest Warrior of Greece turning into this.
What kind of trip is this, man?
Christopher's Odyssey is generating a huge uproar on the internet. In the new trailer, Elliot Page appears all covered in mud, recognizable, having a heavy conversation with Matt Damon's Odyssey. In other words, they replaced the legendary Brad Pitt from the movie Troy, all buffed up, kicking everyone's ass with Elliot Page, with Elliot. And now you'll have to imagine him as the greatest Greek hero, but now in the underworld. And people are really divided. Some are loving Nolan's audacity, and others are freaking out about the downgrade and saying that this is possibly a culture walk, but nothing is confirmed yet.
This is the biggest downgrade ever. How can you go from Brad Pitt to this?
The Odyssey is in big trouble. People are turning on Christopher Nolan's newest movie. Specifically, the casting. Lupita Nyong'o will portray Helen of Troy, and Elliot Page will reportedly play Achilles. Safe to say the casting is a bit off, considering the original source material. Even Travis Scott will be making an appearance in the original Greek epic. We only have the trailer to go off of, but people are absolutely roasting the look of the film, saying it looks like a cologne ad. I have an open mind, but there's some questionable decision making here.
The casting is completely off, out of this world. Completely ridiculous. The Odyssey was supposed to be a Greek movie? These AI memes are getting out of hand, I swear.
She may be the face I can't forget.
Beautiful. Beautiful Helen. Thou art the fairest woman I have ever seen. Not even Aphrodite can rival thee. Beautiful. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I was not ready for this.
On the ground, frost in the air. Every breath taken is a silent prayer. The sacrifice, halls of flame. Breathe with the gods, call your name. No rush, no fight, no need to shout.
Man, I cannot get enough of this. I can watch this all day.
Brother, do you love me?
No!
But I need to show you something.
Don't make me angry!
Okay, she's in there.
Who?
Helen.
You brought Helen on my ship?
Hector!
That's not Helen.
This is my ship!
Is this her? I don't know, maybe. Use your elf eyes.
This is my ship.
I am so disappointed in this movie. I was a fan of Nolan, but now I don't know anymore.
My father is going to be really happy to see you.
I am really excited to see him.
Paris, my boy. What happened to your standards?
Father, this is Helen of Troy.
A Helen of what? She could be Helen of anything but Troy. I heard rumors of your beauty, and those were all wrong. Come, let me show you where the slaves are. I mean, let me show you your room.
Way to go! That's how you disappoint your father. Hey, I was made for this. I want to see more. Just look how frail she looked. She obviously had no chance. The backlash is so huge. I don't know if Nolan can ever recover from this.
When filming the Odyssey, my main goal was to make sure that movie really feels like it's set in Los Angeles. To ensure that we have done everything we could to not hire a single Greek actor. After blowing the budget by hiring every single A-list actor that you know from 100 other movies, we started thinking about the costumes. My first, though, was to use 3D printers, but they got clogged and broken, like they refused to print those things. Then I recalled I still have the leftovers from Dark Knight Trilogy. After scavenging the trash bins left from some Marvel production, our costumes were ready.
To keep quality level of the costumes, I have picked literally worst possible translation of the Odyssey.
I'm here with one of the consultants for the movie, Satan!
Oh no! I had nothing to do with it! Don't drag me into this!
Some of actors never read the book by Homer Simpson, so I send them to Learning Facility. Some of experts from that place will also work on the dialogue. We have to make sure that TikTok audience can understand it.
Don't worry, Odysseus. Wakanda forever.
Oh, someone did not do his homework for this movie at all.
I own you. You're ducking me for years. You got no chance. You know that? You know that?
Come on, Hawk, back in here now.
Dad, don't let him psych you, Dad. Remember what you told me. You can do it. I know you can, Dad.
Get in here. Come on.
Grab the shoulder.
You got no power, Hawks. You got no power.
Rubber down.
Back off, or I'm gonna give you a world of hurt, little man.
Well done.
This is what Achilles looked like in 2004 with Brad Pitt. And this is what he will look like in 2026 in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. In 2004, Brad Pitt prepped for 6 months to play Achilles in Troy. He trained in sword fighting and hand-to-hand combat, gaining over 20 pounds of pure muscle. And in a crazy twist of fate, during filming, he actually tore his Achilles tendon, the exact same one named after his character. 22 years later, Christopher Nolan is filming The Odyssey with a $250 million budget, the biggest of his entire career. Matt Damon as Odysseus, Anne Hathaway as Penelope, Zendaya as Athena, Charlize Theron as Calypso, and the bombshell, Lupita Nyong'o confirmed as Helen of Troy, the most beautiful woman in the ancient world, according to Homer. And if that wasn't enough, she's also playing Clytemnestra, her sister. Elon Musk publicly criticized her on his own platform, claiming Nolan only cast her for the awards.
This movie is gonna fail. It's obvious by now. Nah, that's a much better casting.
The Elliot Page one, when he got fake abs, is the wildest one.
Is that like a surgery for fake abs?
Yeah, they do surgery for fake abs now.
What?
They give you ab implants. Have you seen the pictures of the fake abs? You got to see this.
No.
Because it's so crazy. Because it would be like someone who only did sit-ups with like a weighted vest on and dumbbells and like reverse squats. You would have to do like hardcore ab exercises to develop a core like this.
And it's also
like those are giant ab muscles.
Wow.
Like to have ab muscles like that, you would have shoulder muscles, you'd have arm muscles, but he doesn't have either of those.
He's got armpit hair. Is that a merkin or
No,
can you grow those?
You can grow those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But like those abs are crazy.
Ellen Page is just way too skinny to play Achilles.
How is it possible that we went from Brad Pitt to Elliot Page playing Achilles? Well, if true, this could be the most absurd thing to happen in 2026. There have been quite a few rumors lately that Elliot Page could play Achilles in the upcoming adaptation of the Odyssey. While many people might compare it to the forced inclusion we've seen in other movies, this would be 20,000 times worse. It turns out that in the original text, Achilles is described as a fast man, imposing in height and with golden hair. And it makes sense if we take into account that between the armor, shield, and weapons, he easily carried more than 20 kilograms. So putting an actor who wasn't always an actor with narrow collarbones and being 5'2", many centimeters tall is an insult to intelligence. And I don't say this to discriminate against anyone. It's simply absurd to break with the believability of the film with a detail like this, because there are things that are made in a certain way with a purpose and that goes beyond ideology, So I hope it's a rumor, because that would be disastrous.
Complete absurdity. Why is Ellen Page playing Achilles? This makes no sense to me.
The Odyssey spectacle continues to get bigger and more entertaining. Christopher Nolan has wandered into a minefield and somehow triggered every single one of them. Even to the point where the nation of Greece has issued an open letter to Christopher Nolan asking him and other filmmakers to respect Greek heritage. It is quite an interesting letter.
Hollywood is just destroying everything. It's crazy.
Lupita Nyong'o had responded to the racist casting backlash of saying that this is a mythological story. And I just wanted to comment on this real quick before we get to the main topic. I think it takes a certain level of hubris to insinuate that since something is mythological in nature, right, therefore we don't have to pay any attention to it. We can do whatever we want to do with it, all right? That's basically what she's saying. Oh, this is a mythological story, the Odyssey, you know? But the thing about it is culture and history for a country or a people is baked into every single mythology that you've ever heard of, all right? All right, Norse mythology is baked into the people of that area, all right, or people of that region. African mythology, because there's African mythology, that's baked into the culture and history of the African people that created it and wrote it. So writing this off by saying, it's just a mythological story, it's basically saying your culture and your history don't need to be paid attention to. We don't need to care about it. We don't need to give it any respect.
This is just so disrespectful to Greece. This makes no sense at all. Why would you do something like this?
The Odyssey publicity machine is in full gear, and the gear may have shifted to gay. You have to see it. I had to see it, so now you have to see it. Here we go. It's like a perfume ad. Tom Holland, Robert Pattinson, and Matt Damon.
What kind of advertising is this? This is not gonna work, sorry.
I would be willing to bet on the fact that the design team or the costume department just went into ChatGPT and wrote, what did ancient Greek armor look like? And then ChatGPT spit out this, which looks like some kind of pseudo fantasy Roman Praetorian Guard armor, and then they went, this looks perfect. And on top of that, only AI could design a breastplate that looks like this. And on top of all of this, they're using Viking-style longboats as substitute for Greek triremes. They even sailed this 200-year-old ship out from Norway down into the Greek Isles to be used on location. And that's really the confusing part about the leaks from this film so far. They really are going to such great lengths to film this movie on location in the Eastern Peloponnese, but yet the armor and pieces that they're using for the scenes are just so far away from reality.
And that's a $250 million budget. This makes no sense to me. What is Nolan doing? This is going really crazy.
What the hell is that?
That's the Trojan horse? Hey, this is the men's bathroom. You can't go in there.
But I am a man!
No, you're not. You're a woman.
But I am a man!
No.
The internet is absolutely roasting the Odyssey and it's super funny. Let's go.
Mine's the trans stealth model. I know. It's pretty advanced.
Ridiculous.
Sorry, ma'am, you're too short.
It's not ma'am, it's sir!
Whatever, you're not tall enough to ride.
Stop it.
Is everything ready? I'll inspect it myself.
Pull tighter! Wait!
Charge!
Charge! I'm coming for you!
Man, this is too funny. I want to see more.
We need Helen, the face that launched 1,000 ships and at least one Oscar.
Relax. I've assembled Hollywood's best.
So Paris comes up to me, and I didn't know if he wanted money or something more sexual.
That's not Helen. More like Helen's landlord.
That body would sink ships, not launch them. Next.
How do you do, fellow beautiful women?
It's the face that launched 1,000 restraining orders, and not a single ship.
Paris, won't you please take me to Troy?
Unpredictable. I like it.
This is why your movies last 3 hours, Chris.
I am Helen of Troy. Manella's better come get me, or Elf.
It's Helen.
That's what I said.
Let me get this straight. A man kidnaps me, 2 kingdoms go to war, thousands die, and somehow I'm the problem?
If the sailors saw that face, they would mutiny.
Was that in the script?
It is now.
I was told you were looking for someone powerful and beautiful.
Wait, you're auditioning for Helen?
You got a problem with that?
Sorry, we don't need another gender-confused lesbian. We've already got Zendaya.
When the war's over, I'll launch 1,000 after-parties, baby.
The cleanup would be a nightmare, though.
Is this where the most beautiful women are at?
Jeffrey, buddy, how's Israel?
How do you get on the list?
Wait until you see who else is on it.
Wow, this is too good. Whoever made this is genius.
The Odyssey is officially the first ever feature-length movie to be filmed only using IMAX film cameras. Now, even though IMAX is growing in popularity every year, the IMAX film cameras themselves are incredibly difficult to use, mostly because of how loud they are. This makes filming dialogue scenes on set actually incredibly difficult, and that's why if you watch a lot of Christopher Nolan movies, the dialogue's either really muffled or you can clearly tell it was recorded ADR in a booth later on.
I'm sorry, but IMAX is not gonna save this movie.
4 things you should know before watching The Odyssey. Number 1 is that, believe it or not, this movie is actually based on one of the oldest stories ever written, which follows Odysseus as he spends years trying to make his way back home after the Trojan War. And with monsters, gods, and pretty much everything else trying to stop him, his journey back ends up becoming way worse than the actual war.
Hollywood just ruins the oldest story ever written. It's crazy.
Would you look at that? The Odyssey opened with a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. Those reviews are paid for. The critics are all sellouts. Every single one of them. Yep, pretty much. It has the most disliked trailer of all time. Okay, but that's not the full thing. Have you seen it? No, but I don't have to. Explain it to me then. It's historically inaccurate. The armor, the boats, the language? Sure, I'll give you that the costuming and design is not period accurate. Don't get me started on the casting. Travis Scott, Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya, so people of color. You would never see that in Greece.
Worst casting in this story, if you ask me.
We need to cast the greatest warrior of all time.
Someone who redefines what a warrior can be and appeal to the modern audience.
I will bring destruction upon those who stand against me.
Okay, but what if Achilles didn't want to fight?
The whole story is that he wants to fight.
Yes, but what if he didn't?
I can't believe I left The Witcher for this.
My rage is a fire that burns within me.
Peak toxic masculinity.
That jawline is literal violence.
I was born for battle.
He's got gravitas.
But all that masculinity, it's just so 800 BC.
But I'm Achilles.
Oh, sweetie. We're trying to deconstruct the archetype, not promote it.
Bro, these bitches be tripping.
This isn't working. Maybe we've been thinking too traditionally.
We need someone completely different. Someone nobody expects.
Somehow, that was completely expected.
I can cry on command.
That's range right there.
Yes, but he still has that rugged leading man look. We need someone more fragile, less millennial dad energy.
He's beautiful. In a haunting, malnourished sort of way.
Like Achilles after 2 years of estrogen.
But still not enough. We need someone who breaks the mold, who can take the role where nobody has taken it before.
So, do I have to, like, fight the guy?
This is more like it.
But I'm getting too many neurotic Jewish uncle vibes.
And we can't have that.
Achilles is a man struggling with himself. We need someone who subverts the whole concept of manhood.
Blue steel.
None of these are right. We need an Achilles who challenges all expectations.
One who transcends the idea of humanity entirely.
We're so close, but it's still not right. We need an Achilles who makes you question the entire system.
Why don't you play Achilles?
Oh my gosh. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how we got Alien Page.
Here are 3 reasons why I think you should not watch Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. First, the movie gives almost no setup. If you've never read Homer's Odyssey, good luck keeping up. Nolan jumps straight into the story without properly explaining why the Trojan War happened, who Helen of Troy is, or why Odysseus became such a legendary hero. Instead of easing new viewers into this world, the movie expects you to already know the mythology. Second, the Helen of Troy. In Greek mythology, she's remembered as the woman whose beauty sparked the Trojan War. Now you just look at her. If this is the woman whose beauty sparked the Trojan War, then I must be blind. And finally, Nolan changed the story too much. Some of the most memorable moments from Homer's original story are shortened, removed, or completely reimagined. If you were hoping for a faithful adaptation of one of history's greatest epics, this isn't it.
Nolan, what are you doing? You're ruining one of the greatest stories ever written. Stop it.
Christopher Nolan has made cinematic history yet again by creating the most disliked movie trailer on YouTube, dethroning Snow White, which actually has a lot in common with The Odyssey, if you think about it. Both movies are based on historic texts that center around a beautiful white princess that was so stunning that people would fight for her. And they've both been vandalized and desecrated with casting decisions that boggle the mind. This is not the face that launched 1,000 ships. No one would cross an ocean for this. No one would even cross the street for this. The face that launched 1,000 ships. The 1,000 ships. Okay, well, sometimes the memes get it right, and this is realistic, actually. And that's why I think people feel so betrayed by The Odyssey.
You don't know Benny was that funny.
I'd be like, so Homer, how do you feel about this screen time given to these women, considering how little you spent with them? Okay.
Oh, brother. A-list actress Lupita Nyong'o is now under fire for a woke take on The Odyssey, that film by Christopher Nolan that's coming out soon. We saw this coming.
Stop with this feminist nonsense, please.
Traditional Greek warrior, everyone.
Gosh, yeah, I mean, it was,
While I'm giving you all additional casting details, let's remember this doesn't have a single Greek person in it, but we do have Himesh Patel, a British-Indian actor playing Odysseus's right-hand man, and Corey Hawkins, who will play Polybus. It's truly remarkable to me how we have the most diverse cast here. I'm pretty sure I was looking at the actual full casting chart, There's some Asian people in here too.
Wow.
Tremendous. Just still no Greeks. I am but a little fish swimming in your sea of accuracy, Christopher Nolan. Thank you. For some people, there have been some even bigger slaps in the face for the Greeks themselves, because as this movie now goes into marketing mode and
This gotta be the worst adaptation I've ever seen.
The Odyssey, where the only marketing disaster they didn't have was Pedro Pascal. In fact, this movie has had so many problems, they decided to rename it at the red carpet premiere.
We're so excited to experience Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey.
Now, a movie that cast Elliot Page was always going to be an oddity, although I did like that in a film constantly described as epic, they used Elliot to provide that sense of scale. Not just to make the Trojan horse look even bigger than it was, but also his bodyguard. And not just the male presenter, but the female presenter as well. Although the real pièce de résistance was when they had to line up with the rest of the cast.
Look at us,
we
like
have
twinsies.
some good... As the film nears release, though, we get more interviews from the cast and crew, providing vital information to make you decide whether you want to go and see the movie or not. This is important given that the trailers have just basically released the same footage time and time again. Maybe that's why those trailers are getting ratioed to death, so any and all details are welcome. Even if a lot of those interviews do just evolve into 3 minutes of going, look, here's Christopher Nolan, would you like to say how amazing he is, and then blow him?
The sets that we see you in, which are very similar to them, like
I just
this,
thought
but-
you said sex.
This also comes at the same time as we get the first social media reactions from critics and fanboys. Would even Deadline are crapping on the people that are doing it. Might be a sign of some wee little problems. Well, most of those reactions are so overwhelmingly positive that you would have thought they'd had to unhinge their jaw so that Nolan could give them the second coming. And the third. But as ever with critics' reviews, sometimes you can sort of read between the lines.
Wow, even the promotion for the movie is absolutely terrible. This is not gonna work out. Sorry.
You would have thought they'd learnt their lesson by now, but no. Churning out identity-obsessed woke slop is the hill that Hollywood has chosen to die on. Universal Pictures have just released the latest trailer for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey on YouTube, and it's gone down like a cup of cold piss, achieving 65,000 likes and a wildly humiliating 600,000 dislikes.
Wow.
That's what you call a brutal ratio. The only reason people might turn up at the cinema to see this is to get out of the heat and enjoy the air conditioning. Other than that, it's going to sink faster than a concrete canoe. The film cost $250,000 to make. A lot of people at Universal must rightfully be about to lose their jobs over this. But hey, I'm afraid that's what you get if you ram your patronising woke propaganda down people's throats.
Exactly. I like me some dry British humor. This guy's pretty good.
In fact, they're not reviews. Let me walk that back. They're first reactions. First social media reactions. We go through this with just about every big movie. And the funny thing about it is it's usually always extremely positive, especially if it's a big, big movie like The Odyssey. So you've got all of the big Hollywood access media guys out here saying this is the greatest movie ever made. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I want to see it.
I'm for sure not gonna see it. And these reviewers, they are all paid, obviously.
The Odyssey. And like I said, those influencer reviews, we got it again and again and again. And they kept saying stuff like it reinvents the story for modern times. It respects the original. Well, I haven't seen any respect for it, but let's just go forward. They say that Nolan respects the original, but reinvents it for modern times and a modern audience. All I had to hear was that. All I had to hear is that is being reinvented for a modern audience.
Nobody asked for this at all.
Came for the ratio, stayed for the comments. Came only for the comments and they didn't disappoint. Thanks, brothers! I can't believe they haven't shut the comments down, so we can all laugh at Nolan the Clown. That's not Helen of Troy, that's Shaquille of Detroit. We was Greeks and shit. The face that looted 1,000 Walgreens, Helen of shit. Wow. Helen of Detroit, a face that launched 1,000 ships in the other direction. The face that launched 1,000 EBT cards. Helen of Detroit being carried out of the Walmart. The face that launched 1,000 Carnival cruises.
Man, the comments are the best parts of the trailers.
Critics who have seen the movie so far, you can't exactly say the same thing. In fact, the critics are telling you that this is Christopher Nolan's best work ever. That despite the race swaps and the modern language, that they love it. They love that the Odyssey is a subversive modern work of an ancient epic. They are all about it. And certainly over the course of history, both critics and general audiences have usually had good things to say about Christopher Nolan movies. But this one, it definitely feels like there might end up being a split when it comes out, because there are a lot of red flags for this movie, and it is so high profile. It is getting more backlash than anything we've seen, at least in the past several months. You might have to go back to last year.
I was a fan of Nolan before, but I don't know anymore.
She, her! The enemy is too strong! Send for Achilles! Achilles! The Emperor needs you now!
He didn't even do nothing! Get your hands off me! Let me ask you a question! I know my rights! I don't gotta show you my license! Why is y'all arresting Tyrone for?
Will you just shut up?
The backlash against the Odyssey is just getting started, and it's super funny. Let's go.
Hey man, careful with my Adam's apple. I spent $30K for a surgeon to add it in there.
Nolan, what are you doing with this casting? And this is supposed to be the greatest warrior in the world. No chance against Rocky, obviously.
A real man swallows his vomit when a lady is present. Parkour! Parkour! I am ready to face any challenges that might be foolish enough to face me.
This movie is getting more ridiculous by the day.
Whoa, what is that? Ah, no!
Why would you pick Ellen Page to play this role? This makes no sense to me.
All right, homies, the war is finally over. Now all we gotta do is board our ship over there and sail back to our wives and families.
Hey, players, want to come on our cruise? We have all-you-can-eat shrimp and bottomless Hennessy.
No, we ain't trying to hear nothing of that. Let her cook, dog.
Ever put pineapple in Kool-Aid before? Makes me want to try all kinds of other crazy things.
Yo, what flavor Kool-Aid?
Purple and red. Scissor, too. Get up here and let's dance.
Wow.
Hold up. Y'all really gonna leave your chillin' and day baby mamas for some blonde girls and purple drink? I'm Telemarcus, son of Odysseus, and I'm telling y'all my daddy coming back home. Your daddy ain't coming home. He gone, Lil G.
He is too coming home.
No, he ain't. No, he really gone, cuz. Sorry, Lil man. Yeah, Pop's gone for good, dog.
Then, Ma, can you at least marry one of these dudes so I can have a father figure in my life?
What?
No, I ain't trying to get married again, but I ain't gonna stop them all putting a baby in me.
Oh my god. The memes are not stopping and I love it. Some of these memes, I swear, they go way too far. But I still find this funny.
Yeah. I have an army. We have...
I am here!
Calm down, Achilles.
this Earth's mightiest man?
Yes!
Attack.
I just used my ultimate move.
Look what AI can do, it's crazy good. This is what AI was made for.
Let me guess. You must be Xerxes.
Who are you?
I'm Leonidas, king of Sparta.
Is this a joke?
What do you mean?
You are a woman.
Don't you dare misgender me! Fine.
You are Leonidas?
Yes.
King of Sparta? Not Leonie? Queen of Sparta?
No.
What?
These memes are just too funny, man.
More importantly, this story takes place around 1200 BC, when the Mycenaeans dominated Greece, Ramses ruled Egypt, and the Neo-Assyrian and Neo-Babylonian states held power in Mesopotamia. This was not a multi-ethnic utopia. Yes, Mediterranean trade existed, but multicultural casting undercuts the entire idea of long voyages to distant lands inhabited by unfamiliar peoples and creatures. You know, like an Odyssey. We're talking about 1200 BC, over 3,000 years ago. There weren't exactly commercial airlines. We were being gaslit into believing every period of history looks like modern-day Los Angeles. Cultural context matters. It's also incredibly disrespectful to Greek culture by minimizing its role in its own mythology. But of course, Hollywood doesn't care about that when it comes to the West.
They only care about political correctness. Honestly, this movie would do great as a comedy.
Magnificent. The gods have blessed Troy.
Every single one of you motherfuckers, freeze!
Now see here, this is a gift of peace.
I know these Greek motherfuckers. I can smell that lion stink. Something ain't right about you, big motherfucker. Come out! Bitch-ass cowards! I know you're in... Oh, you want to play quiet? Fine! Let's play.
Shh. Not one sound.
Still quiet? Bring me the oil. Let's see how quiet you Greek motherfuckers stay now. Enjoy the cookout, motherfuckers.
These AI memes have gotten really good. Look what AI can do. It's crazy good now.
Early reactions are comparing Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey to Lord of the Rings. Oh man, I don't even know what to say. The dislikes on the so let me see this now. 653,000 dislike Aruskis. So this is
The most iconic character I played is Helena Troy, and she's known for her beauty.
Yeah.
But my big question is, who's the woman behind the beauty? You know, because when that's all you're known for, that must be burdensome.
Yeah.
of course it's a burden. They started a whole war over you. Like there's people that are getting killed because of you.
And right there, that's another casting disaster.
Comment section is still open. I never wanted to not see a movie more than this one. I never thought I would see the day when a movie about Greek mythology would come out and I wouldn't want to see it. This makes Meet the Spartans look like a documentary. The face that emptied 1,000 seats. The good old came for the ratio and stayed for the comments. I scrolled for a while and I couldn't find a single positive comment other than a lot of people complimenting Universal for leaving the comment section open. Something they didn't do on X when they shut down the replies for this post. Now it has to be mentioned that the dislike extension on Chrome, Brave, and others are an aggregate. So you'll have to consider that it's the people who want to dislike things and want to see these dislikes are going to add that extension. But on the other side of that, removing the dislikes was one of the most unpopular things YouTube has ever done.
After such a huge backlash, the movie is gonna flop, obviously.
Center it on that and make it feel very fresh for modern audiences.
The Odyssey, so the costumes for the Odyssey have been getting a lot of negative attention. This is the Odyssey. You're looking at a film that needs to make $1 billion. This is a random guy. Just look at the armor, okay? That looks awesome. That looks super fucking cool. This movie cost $250 million, but somehow men.com has better looking costumes. And oh my God. What is this, the UK? Costumes are a random ass Ulysses Ministries in Italy, by the way. Wow. Yep. Why does this movie just look worse and worse? It's actually crazy how many people are negative about this. It makes absolutely no sense what they've stolen from us. This would look way cooler. And I think everybody would agree on that. Menelaus armor from Troy 2000. This guy, look at this guy, was a fucking tank. That looks awesome. And then now you have it like this.
The movie keeps getting worse and worse in my eyes. I didn't know that was ever possible.
They should change the name of the Odyssey to the Audacity. People are very up in arms about the new movie, The Odyssey, by director Christopher Nolan. The trailer is officially the second most disliked movie trailer in all of YouTube's history, following only behind Snow White, which was hated and, you know, boycotted, etc. for very similar reasons to this. We'll get into that. This movie is, I was gonna say woke as hell. It's like woke from hell. It's that bad. It's like the ultimate DEI, political narrative, psyoped ass. It's like the worst version of this they could have made. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset with the people. Boycott is a strong word. I'm not someone who like really does that, but it's more shockingly bad than you would think.
DEI destroys everything. It has to stop, honestly. What is Hollywood doing?
For Nolan, his main audience base is nerdy, disgruntled young white men who simply won't stand for that kind of bollocks anymore. And indeed, the wider public is absolutely sick to death of this nonsense. Fundamental to Western values are the principles of merit and fair play. These morals are so deeply ingrained in us that when we see them transgressed, we're filled with disgust. And we all know what DEI is about now. Diversity and inclusion means giving opportunities, wealth and status to people based purely on their ethnicity, gender or sexual orientation. It's corruption and bigotry. It is anti-white, anti-male hatred, and people won't stomach it anymore. They won't stomach it from their government. They won't stomach it from their employers. They won't stomach it in their children's schools. And they won't stomach it from whatever entertainment and art they choose to consume. DEI is poison and has been comprehensively rejected. There are still people desperately trying to push it, but like Universal Pictures and Christopher Nolan, they're going to learn the hard way and pay a heavy price for it.
Once again, they have ruined the movie because of their politics. This just gotta stop, honestly.
People of Greece have responded to the Odyssey movie and they are pissed. I don't think Christopher Nolan can survive this. He's gonna get some lightning bolts thrown his way. I'm gonna be quoting this article here from the Greek City Times entitled "A Letter to Hollywood and Nolan's Odyssey Cast from Us Greeks." Now, they start the article very diplomatically. They recognize the difficulties and the nuances of filmmaking and artistic recreation, but here's where it gets good. We also ask you to consider something that is often overlooked in modern retellings of Greek stories. We did not vanish. Greek people did not disappear after the age of myth. We are still here. Right, this is essentially the same treatment that the Maya receive. People often ask, where did the Maya go? They disappeared. Like, they're still here, and they still have much of their culture. Same with the Greeks. They're here in the room with us, but people act as if they're not. Continuity matters when stories like the Odyssey are retold. This is why conversations about representation matter deeply to us. What we are asking is something simpler and more human, that when Greek stories are retold on a global stage, Greek people are not rendered invisible within them.
Nolan should be ashamed of himself. He completely forgot what Greek mythology actually is.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your last nerve, because Hollywood has somehow managed to embarrass itself yet again. Christopher Nolan, the man who made you feel like a genius for watching Inception, has apparently decided his life's calling is to make Homer spin in his grave. $250 million, 2.5 centuries worth of someone's money, and apparently not a single penny of it went on the question, should we maybe cast some Greek people in this Greek film? And the internet is absolutely losing its mind.
Now, I'm really mad.
Now, just to clarify, the Odyssey is one of the oldest stories ever told. It's 3,000 years old. It invented the concept of the journey. It literally invented storytelling. And Hollywood looked at 3,000 years of Western civilization and said, fuck yeah, we can fix it.
Bruh.
Let's start with the pretty big elephant in the room, Helen of Troy. Homer described her in black and white as golden-haired, white-armed, the most beautiful woman the world had ever seen. Men launched 1,000 ships over this woman, they burned a whole city to the ground and fought a 10-year war. Nolan looked at that description and cast Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh, Lord. Again. Again. Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
Go woke, go broke, they say. Nolan's career is over after this. I don't understand why he did this.
Just coming out and saying, yes, we're being subversive, we're being provocative with this casting. So it's not the best person for the role. And it's not for authenticity. We're trying to challenge traditional beliefs. Well, that's something Christopher Nolan doesn't usually do. This is a game he doesn't usually play. And let's not forget that these beliefs, these quote unquote values of diversity and inclusion are baked into the awards rules. So they're baked into the company's rules and the awards rules. And we just had a film that completely flopped, Moana, the live action remake that was, touting how authentic it was to that culture. Well, that's just a fantasy. Why does it matter?
Oh, now that makes sense. You want to win an Oscar. But after the backlash, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Sorry.
Really bad. This person does not read as Greek or as fitting in this story. This is not a masculine figure. Again, the acting is so unbelievably terrible. I wish I could show you. I'm not able because they're so hot right now on the copyright striking and the copyright takedown notices. But oh my goodness, for those of you who are going to see this film, or for those of you who are going to pirate this movie and watch it without going to the cinema, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It is bad.
One thing's for sure, I'm never going to see this movie. They are not going to get any of my money.
I've seen a lot of people on here incredibly pissed off that Elliot Page was on the cover of Men's Health magazine. Of course, Elliot Page used to be Ellen Page, and the title under it is Becoming the Man You Are Destined to Be. This isn't even real. This is the actual cover for the Men's Health magazine for the month. It features Lenny Kravitz.
Okay, that's actually a great meme.
The multiverse? What's this? Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wow. They actually make a great team. A team of losers, obviously.
Nolan's Odyssey, 100% accuracy.
Warriors of Greece, the enemy is near. Let them come. I'm the biggest, strongest warrior in all the land.
Yeah, yes you are, brother.
After our victory, they'll remember the story of us Greeks forever. Let us fight. Ah!
My love, I will miss you. I will await your return.
Helen, my wife, the most beautiful woman in the world.
Yeah.
I'll find you again.
Warriors of Greece, the enemy is near.
The Odyssey now.
Let them come. I'm the biggest, strongest warrior in all of the land.
Yes, you are, brother.
After our victory, the story of us Greeks will live forever.
Let us fight. My love, I'll miss you. I'll await your return.
Helen, my wife, the most beautiful person in the world. I will find you again.
Wow, I have no words. These modern adaptations, they are just ruining everything. These gotta stop, honestly.
Who the heck are you? I'm just the goddamn reason why this war exists!
At least this Helen of Troy would be funny.
My review for the Odyssey was everything I feared it would be.
The film just looked horrible. It was just a mishmash of every era. 1 minute I'm in classical Greece, the next I'm in medieval Germany. Second, everyone looked horrible. The god like Odysseus looked rough. All the gods look completely ordinary, especially Zendaya. The costumes are all completely laughable.
Well, because Zendaya always looks like she's sniffing farts. She's always got like a really stinky face.
Ellen Page, Lupita, and the Asian and South Asian characters look completely out of place and really took you out of this world. Third, Nolan really did try to introduce feminist ideas into this story. We see Penelope believing that she should be queen. She has a rant about having the experience and the right skill set, but being a woman, sadly, she can't. This completely misrepresents the ideology of women in this society, and also her role in representing the ideal woman.
Feminism? No way. No way. Well, I heard that's what he took inspiration from, was Nolan took inspiration from a feminist rendition of the Odyssey.
Absolutely ridiculous. Woke feminists, they are just ruining everything.
Christopher Nolan has been thinking about how to do the Trojan horse sequence for 22 years. Although the first time he would have done it, it would have been with Brad Pitt instead of Matt Damon. The Odyssey has had a lot of comparisons to Troy already, particularly with the differences in appearance of the second most iconic horse in history. Some say the horse in Troy actually looks better than Nolan's Odyssey. But way back in the early 2000s, Christopher Nolan was actually attached to direct the Brad Pitt film. This would have been after Memento, and
I've seen Troy. It was a great movie, and it's probably much better than the Odyssey.
The movie is never going to be better than the book. That's for many reasons, one of which is because you're going to have to cut a lot of things out because you don't have enough time. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, he forgot to add this or he changed this. A lot is going to change. That's kind of par for the course. What matters the most, and what I was actually very impressed with, is that he was taking the story, remaining as faithful to it as possible, and changing only the things that he needed to absolutely get his message across, because ultimately that's kind of the whole point. He's telling his story, and I thought it was a good one. I just made a video about it. You'll see that soon. But here are the things that I absolutely did not like and the things that made it honestly almost unwatchable. First things first, the armor and the costume design was worse than I could have ever possibly imagined. I'm gonna have to eat my words on this one. I said for the last year and a half that the costuming can't possibly be that bad, and also it's not going to take you out of the film that much. No, it was worse than I could have ever possibly imagined. I don't know which I hated worse, the paper mache white, something resembling a helmet worn by the Trojans, or like the medieval knights with no design or spirit to them of the Lystragonians. It was all a fucking mess, and it was so bad, and Menelaus looked like Darth Vader, and it was worse than I could have possibly imagined. It was so bad that I have to imagine that there was a rhyme or reason behind why Nolan decided to do that, but I cannot for the life of me figure it out. Second thing I didn't like, Helen and Menelaus' relationship. In the Odyssey, their relationship is much more amicable. She's like very full of self-pity, and she feels bad, and she's like so sorry to Menelaus, and she like is, you know, kind of self-loathing and stuff like that. And Menelaus just has like a more sort of jolly disposition. He is like very kind to Telemachus, and he's like a, you know, a good host and all these things. Their relationship in the film, Menelaus and Helen, was like they fucking hated each other, and she's got all these scars on her face and body, like Menelaus beats her or something. I have no idea what the reason behind that choice was.
The horrible casting was not the only mistake Nolan made for this movie, apparently.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I saw the Odyssey, and it was everything I expected it to be, and worse. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, because goodness knows I am going to need it. This is going to be a controversial review, no matter what stance you take on this movie, because of how the movie became a culture war punching bag. Now, what I want to say at the start of this review, I know that this is getting rave reviews from the critics. I know that they are calling it Nolan's best film ever, which, as someone who's been a Christopher Nolan fan, and he's been one of my inspirations for years, I find that statement absolutely laughable. I do not think that people giving positive reviews for this film are necessarily being paid. Like they can't do that. It's paid for access and other things. I do not say that they are necessarily lying. I do say that I think that this movie is being overly gassed up, in part because of the culture war backlash, and because I think people are feeling the need to defend this film a bit and not be perceived as on the other side of the culture war in every single way, because this is far from Nolan's best film. Is it his worst? I don't know if it's his absolute worst, but it's amongst his worst that I think exposed all of his flaws as a filmmaker.
Wow. Honestly, I'm not surprised by this review at all. I was a fan of Nolan before, but I don't know what he's doing now anymore.
Nolan or not, IMAX or not, this movie had serious, heavy-handed storytelling problems that Hollywood will continue to ignore, and they will give Nolan praise and accolades and awards so that they can turn around and they can put it in our face and say, no, it's an award-winning movie. You're ignorant and you're wrong.
Honestly, I totally agree. When is Hollywood ever gonna learn?
I just finished the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, I should say, which is Odyssey in name only. And here is my initial thoughts and review. I am not happy at all. That was one of the worst movies I have ever seen in years, if not my entire life. What Christopher Nolan did to the Odyssey and to Odysseus is what Disney did to Star Wars and what Rian Johnson did to Luke Skywalker, what J.J. Abrams did to Han Solo. It is so bad. Like, he clearly didn't read the book. It's been out for 3,000 years. You would think somebody with all the prestige and integrity that Christopher Nolan has, the way that he carries himself, you would think the littlest bit he could have done is read the source material or listen to one of the plethora of audiobooks that's out there. There's also, children's books with pretty pictures. There's baby books.
Wow. They have no respect for the source material. They should be ashamed of themselves, honestly. The Odyssey is the absolute overhyped mess I've ever seen. I don't understand. Why would you make a movie like this? This makes no sense to me.
Nolan's The Odyssey is facing even more casting backlash than Supergirl. Lupita Nyong'o as Helen of Troy has sparked the biggest controversy, with critics arguing the role should have gone to someone with Greek or Mediterranean heritage. Matt Damon as Odysseus has divided fans, with some saying he's too old or doesn't fit their image of the legendary Greek hero. Tom Holland as Telemachus has received minor criticism from viewers who think he looks too modern or youthful for the role. Zendaya as Athena has also divided audiences, with some fans preferring a more traditional depiction of the Greek goddess. Travis Scott's casting has also drawn backlash, with many questioning why a rapper was cast in a Christopher Nolan Greek epic. Elliot Page as Sinon also sparked online debate, with many fans arguing over the casting.
Wow, this is the worst casting I've ever seen. The movie is gonna bomb now, obviously.
Odyssey is getting a lot of criticism. Now, obviously, Christopher Nolan movie, and yes, that is a black Helen of Troy. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people are calling this racist, yada, yada, that, whatever. I would argue that it just takes away from the viewing experience, because there are some changes that you could do, whatever, no big deal, right? But when I'm watching a movie, like I watch the first trailer and I'm fully immersed, and boom, fucking Elliot Page, some trans twink is like supposed to be some badass character. It just takes away from the viewing experience, When I see Helen of Troy as a black woman, it takes away from the viewing experience. Let me tell you something.
Hollywood ruins everything. It's crazy.
The Odyssey trailer is the second most disliked movie trailer in the history of Hollywood, behind no other than Snow White. This right here tells us a lot. There's a lot that these two films share in common. Now, this isn't to be political. This isn't to even have to bring up politics. But the problem is that they're not making movies that we just want to see anymore. What we want to see, if we see a historical movie, we expect historical accuracies.
Yes.
I don't want to see a black Batman. Surprise. Call me a coon, call me Uncle Tom, call me all those things. I want to see a live adaptation of Static Shock, because that's a nigga I like. I don't want to see Batman with an afro. I want to see a historical, accurate Batman.
Well said. Yeah, in Hollywood, it's the worst thing that ever happened.
I am the silence in a golden crown, a queen who watches time fall down.
What is that? This is not what Helen of Troy would look like.
So this is it. It already has 1.7 million views.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. It has double the likes of the actual trailer. The actual trailer only has 50,000 likes. It's actually the year of the Chud. Holy fuck, guys.
Shout out to Critical Drinker. He makes great videos.
Odyssey. I showed you guys this yesterday. It's just getting worse. 51,000 versus 265,000 dislikes. Wow. Insane timeline where a Christopher Nolan movie about a grizzled white dudes and beautiful women is too woke to watch. Paul is intentionally misunderstanding, as always, right? Everybody knows why they cast a black woman as Helen of Troy. Everybody knows why you have Elliot Page that's being cast in this movie as like a Greek warrior or something like that. This is just simply not something people are interested in because they realize that it's being done for a political reason. The Birdman is saying the Odyssey trailer dislikes are botted or fake. Wait, what? Did he really make a video about this?
Keep political activism out of my movies, please.
The Odyssey backlash is fired up again, not that it ever really went away, due to the fact that they just released its final trailer on YouTube and it's been ratioed into oblivion. Something we have never seen with a Nolan film, and it was bad enough when it was almost ratio, but this thing has hit catastrophic levels. And as predicted, it's broke containment and become a pop culture punching bag from multiple sides and created, let's just say, a lot of conversations and has a lot of people asking one single question.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. The movie just got what it deserved.
You guys, are you excited for the Odyssey? Christopher Nolan's
less and less
Odyssey
every day.
It's having that kind of effect on us, I think. For some reason. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, I'll go on the record, and I don't agree with Jeremy. I think this is going to bomb.
You think it's going to bomb?
Yes.
That's a bold
That's my opinion.
I'm for sure never gonna watch this. Never.
There are a lot of ways to measure the downfall of a society, but observing the art that society produces and the stories that it tells about itself is certainly one of them. As the stories decay, the art becomes more hideous. It can see the society is in decline. This is how Hollywood, for instance, told the story of Homer, Achilles, Helen of Troy. These were the casting choices 20 years ago, and these are the casting choices today for the same characters. And what does that show you about where we are as a society and what's happened to us? A fentanyl addict overdosing in Minneapolis really did break the brains of so many people in this country. We can get it back because the backlash to the Odyssey's newest and last trailer before its release in just a matter of days is nightmarish. Not just nightmarish, it's historic. Now, I woke up this morning seeing that the Odyssey didn't just get ratio.
Will Hollywood ever learn? I don't think so, unfortunately.
Reports started of Lupita Nyong'o playing Helen of Troy, of all people, in this movie, let alone the casting of Elliot Page, regardless in whatever role she is going to play. Elliot Page, the artist formerly known as Ellen Page, a woman who is pretending to be a man in this movie, set as a Greek epic, right? A lot of things didn't make sense with the casting, let alone Zendaya as Athena. All of these things that have played a role in the mounting backlash towards Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. And it certainly didn't help things when Lupita Nyong'o responds to racist casting backlash saying, this is a mythological story. Well, you know what? It's not African mythology. It's a Greek story. That's why people are shocked that Helen of Troy is being played by a black woman. And they're rightly puzzled as to why Christopher Nolan would make this decision.
How can you make a Greek mythology movie without any Greek person in it? It makes no sense to me.
The Hollywood panic over Christopher Nolan's Odyssey disaster has exploded over the past day, and they are desperately trying to protect this film from the backlash in some very insane ways, as we will see today. We have a lot to cover in this video today, and all of this reminds me so much of all of the insanity around The Last Jedi. It's just absolutely crazy. But at the end of this video, I have a very important question to ask you guys after you see all of this craziness that we're going to be getting into today. Now, this was the video that was kind of the catalyst of all of the drama that we've seen over the past 24 hours of Lupita Nyong'o, who's playing Helen of Troy.
I'd be like, so Homer, how do you feel about the screen time given to these women, considering how little you spent with them? Okay.
And then do you lean forward and look at him like that?
Yes, like,
Now, it only gets worse, my friends, because then she went on to say this insanity.
When you read the Iliad and the Odyssey, very little time is spent in the perspective of the women.
Right.
Right? Oh, it's told from a very masculine side of things. Right. But this film takes takes time to really consider things from the female perspective.
It would be like saying the Lord of the Rings focuses too much on masculinity, and so we decided to make the movie solely coming from the perspective of, you know, Arwen and Éowyn and Galadriel.
Ridiculous. These woke actresses should just shut up. Honestly, why would you put this woke feminist garbage onto my stories? Onto the stories that I love as a kid? Obviously, the fans are gonna get angry. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and click right here to watch the next one. Bye bye.